So yes, it's going to start raining soon.
Clouds are coming in. That's going to start raining on us.
You probably also get that people that are here, you must think every week, some paranormal group comes through you, and you go, oh God, they're here again. Those crazy people.
It only helps us to prove that someone is here, that life goes on, and also the sceptical people, even though they're still sceptical, even if you pop up in front of them.
Yep. Yeah, you need to prove to us that you're here, so we can show the world that life goes on after death.
Yeah.
You need to touch those devices. Is where you are you happy? Remember, green is for yes, blue is for no. Are you happy? Do you wish that you were still alive? Something just clicked. Sound like something like flicked my camera.
Alright, cool. Are you trying to get Martin's attention? Could you try the devices? Because that would be better for us. And better for you, really. Because then we can communicate better. Could get a yes and a no going, and then we can try and talk. Want to know if you're happy? Are you rested?
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
We want to know if you've got family and friends around you, that you can still have relationships with your family and friends. So these are the sort of questions that we want to know. We want to know if you can, if you're stuck here for any reason, or can you move around?
Can you visit other locations?
These are the sort of questions that we're interested in.
We do this to prove that life goes on and that we're all going to go to a good place. It's people like you who could actually prove it to us that we're going to go to a better place when we die.
It's like we'd like to know if you're happy about people coming in and talking to you. Maybe you like that, or maybe you don't.
You must get very lonely. Can you see other people here as well that are passed away? Can you interact with each other? Can you see the other people?
Yeah. Is that the power lines?
I have seen bits of spots of rain during the camera.
Yeah.
I'm not clicking, but I think it's the wind what's doing it.
I think it is the wind. Yeah.
Well, we're not getting much here, though. We're not getting much. We have got a few bleeps, but yeah, as you can see, that rain now, it's coming, knocking through my, past my light, and that rain's coming. So we may end up having to go soon because of the rain, but we need you to prove to us. We need you to prove that life goes on after death. This is the right time to do it.
Could you make a stomping noise or something like that, or a bang, a stomp? If you don't want to use the equipment, there's other things you can do.
Yeah, you could run up and down those steps that we're looking at.
Or you can just stomp about. Or you could just walk in front of the camera, maybe. That might pick you up.
Or you could talk into the camera.
Just say hello, whatever your name is. Could be your age or something. As loud as you can.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm same as well. Let me go up and put my hand near it.
Right, so that's basically what we're trying to...
Yeah, that's what we want you to do. Let me pull aerials up a bit there. So that's what... Alright, so the green one's not stopping. There you go. So that's what we want you to do. We want you to do that so they light up. So I've just done that. I made those antennas a lot more longer. So, did you just hear a woman's voice then in the woods?
I heard a noise, but I thought it
It
sounded like a car.
I thought it sounded like a woman.
I thought I heard a car.
What, in woods?
No, I heard a car coming that.
No, I heard it back here. But I've heard that more than once.
I've not heard that.
When we've been here, where I've heard a woman shouting in woods.
I didn't catch that.
Now, we've got to understand as well that there's probably houses at the top of there. So, well, I think so, right? But they're a bit of a distance away. So, did somebody just shout in the woods? Was it as a woman's voice that just shouted?
Well, I did say if you speak, can you do it as loud as possible? Unfortunately, I didn't hear it, so... Lottie thinks he might have heard someone. I did say shout as loud as you can. Maybe you've picked it up.
Possibly. But I'm sure we've been here before at this spot and I've heard a woman's voice before. If there's a woman in the woods, can you in the graveyard? Can you shout?
Oh, Lottie.
So
K2 meter's gone off.
K2 meter.
Yeah, it just flashed up.
Okay.
It went up to...
It's not my phone, is it? Let me just what they call it, 'cause I've got my phone here in my hand, but I'm not close to it.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's not my phone. Let me turn it on. Is it
Is
going off? No?
No, no.
I'm a bit of a distance away from it.
It's above. It only did it the once.
Can you touch that meter again? That what we call a K2? Did you hear that?
That's somebody at the bottom.
Is it somebody down at the bottom?
Yeah, that gate.
Yeah.
Somebody coming back. Did you touch the K2 meter? It's only happened the once. Went up to about the yellow.
Yeah.
Just the flash.
Yeah, that's the gate that at the bottom.
That's that person coming back.
Yeah, so somebody's coming back through the gate.
Probably gone shopping. Can you do the K2 meter again? Maybe. That's that black one at the back of the REM pod with the blue light. You can see like a yellow light there. It's got some stripy colours on it. That's a K2 meter. That doesn't make any noise whatsoever. Did you try and flash that again so Martin could see it? Because he was facing the other way. Would appreciate it if you did it again. Really would appreciate it if you did it again. Or if the bottom one, yeah, this is same thing, different, but it's the same principle. Don't you do the ones?
Yeah. It's very quiet, isn't it?
You know what? See if it does it again.
We don't want to go home and not being able to speak to you. We'd love to be here and be able to communicate and speak to you. But that's down to you to do that. We can ask out, but we don't know if we're going to get you or speak to you. We can only speak to you by you touching these devices, so we can ask yes and no questions. Well, you can you can reply to us in yes or no. So we can ask you questions. You can touch the green light for yes and the blue light for no when we ask you questions. So let me start to get that rain starting to get a little bit more now, Dan. Can you tell me, are you buried here in this cemetery in Wardsend Cemetery? Is there anybody here at all? Touch the green light if you're here. Let us know that you would like to communicate with us.
It's not definitive, is it?
No. It's a quiet night tonight, then.
I mean, like I said, I wasn't filming because I'm not fetched my camera up. I got a couple of pips off the blue, and then that ball flashed while I were doing other bits. So it's not definitive proof, really, of anything.
We haven't got no
a couple
proof.
Of pips. I mean, K2 went up to yellow, but there's power lines above us, so it's not.
That
They
way.
don't tend to interact much with the K2, does
No.
it?
Yeah.
So we can't prove anything unless you help us.
We can't prove that you're here.
That's what we're trying to do. So if you can see us and you can hear us, or something like that.
Should we just hold camera, Diane?
Sure. We just need some sort of proof, some evidence. Like I said, that there's the balls, you could touch them, knock them off. You've got the REM pods, you've got the 2K2 meters, you've even got a vibration sensor there that if you just touch it, that you just knock it, that'll make a noise, so that's quite easy. It's easy things to do.
I think places like this, just film me,
Okay.
I think places like this, because it's old Victorian, I think we need to probably start bringing bells out with us, Diane.
Okay.
Do you know, to get attention from them, because you know, like these sort of things, they've never seen this sort of thing before. We've had one or two that.
I've got a bell, but it's in your car.
What, a proper bell?
Yeah, it's in your car. And it's only a tiny one.
We could do with fetching, you know, one of the big ones out with us,
Yeah.
and then ringing that bell, because they know what a bell is.
Yeah.
Now, in the olden days, they used to ring bells to get people's attention, didn't they? As well as, you know, with the churches.
Yeah.
But you used to get the town crier who used to ring the bell
Yeah.
to get people's attention. And probably that's what we might need to probably start doing.
Have we still got the little silver, what you tap bells? Because we had a few of them, didn't we?
Yeah, I think they're in.
They might be an idea. Because
Yeah,
a spirit might like us there, tap them. Because we used to pop them out on tables, didn't we?
yeah.
We had to get fresh
I
one
think
of them.
that's what it needs. You know, if we go to these old graveyards,
Bring something different out.
I think it needs something like a bell, because people would have recognised the bell. They
Yeah.
would have. Excuse me. They'd been able to. Your nose is blocking up.
Oh dear.
I think it's because I'm cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
So next week, I think that's what we need to do, is start taking a
What
bell out with us.
Yeah, what do they call those bells? They're like a reception bell, aren't they? Yeah. You could pop them down on something.
Yeah, I could do it at home.
Are they?
Yeah, I have
Could
it
use them.
sat on my chair, so when I want the wife or the kids, I just ring bell.
Yeah.
They'll go, yes, master.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can dream corner.
Yeah, I can see Nina doing that now. Well, we can't prove anything unless you've got a voice on here. So if we have got a voice on here, thank you very much for that. We do appreciate that. Other than that, what we're doing at the moment with these gadgets and gizmos and devices, or whatever you want to call them.
If you care about us, we're cold.
we can't offer any definitive proof at the moment.
Maybe don't want us to approve.
Do you not know? Maybe, I don't know, because I would. Can you offer us any help whatsoever? You know? Just one, put your hand around the antennas at any of the REM pods. Just once. That would really help. Because this is what we're trying to prove, that life goes on after death. We don't just end here, we move on. Maybe we'll live again. Reincarnated. What, another question, do you ever, if there anyone is here with us, do you ever see a light? Does the light come for you to move on to another area? To another dimension, another place in time or something? Are you frightened to go through it? It's very dark where this light's going. The rain's coming. We're not going to be able to stay here much longer because of the rain. Going to get wet. But if you wish to say anything, speak as loud as you can. Hopefully we'll hear your voice. Shout your name as loud as you can. Oh, rain's coming, Martin. The rain is coming. Oh dear. Let me just start putting things away. It's coming. Oh. I'd suggest that was myself making that noise. That's me. Yeah, it's me, it's raining. It's definitely raining. Try and get things put away before it hammers it down. I'll just leave one out. Hey?
I've got it.
What?
Camera.
Oh. I was going to pop it there, I've just left that one.
Oh yeah.
Just so I didn't put everything away, it's raining now.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything. It's a quiet night. It's like anything else, like most nights you can go out and not get nothing.
Yeah, next week we could get everything.
You can get loads of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing, it's like fishing.
Yeah, exactly.
You can go out 1 week and get, might get loads of activity.
The thing is, you might have got some voices on the camera.
Yeah, possibly.
But,
Might have got some, it'd be good if we got some voices. At least it's something, you know what I mean? Anything's better than nothing.
It's coming.
It's starting to rain, everybody. Hey? My camera's got rain on it. Has my camera lens got rain on it? I think it has. Let me just clean it, everybody. My camera's getting wet. My camera's getting wet.
Put my stool away.
God, this camera's over 10 years old. It's yeah, it's pretty old now, this camera.
Not about me, man, when I don't know.
It's been a good camera, to be honest with you. It's in all the videos on YouTube anyway. It's stopped raining now, Diane. Yeah. It's UK weather over for you. I'll take a couple of pictures of these reefs at this headstone here. My camera worked, Diane.
Hey?
My camera quite well. Just you've got your torch shining on it. I wonder so they're all the people that is I should have just seen a George. Oh, no. This is still erected to the officers non-commissioned of what's that? Some men. I was going to say why is George Lambert beyond there, but he didn't die in battle, did he?
No.
He died at the barracks. Some more headstones here. I just want to get a couple of pictures. How the graves are just upon graves on top of each other.
Sliding down.
Yeah, they must have got to be. They've got to be sliding down the down the banking. I hate this camera. It takes so long for the flash to kick in. You know, when you're taking pictures, it's the flash. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I didn't get a picture from that. Well, I'm not getting pictures now. It's gone blurry. Right. Let me try again and see if I can get a picture. Well, pictures are blurry, like somebody stood in front of me. Well, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, so we may end up going for tonight because of the weather. So if we don't come back,